Why are so many people I know becoming real estate agents? Personally, I like my career and just simply being a salaried employee in my tech job. I'm not an entrepreneur, business building type, but I go to a gym that is primarily group classes that attract a lot of these entrepreneur type A guys. So we all know each other. A lot of them are getting their real estate license and diving in. I also know one or two people that have done this outside of the gym as well. I congratulate them all, just trying to be nice and civil. But they are starting right now when things seem really terrible. My friend's wife, who is a manager at a mortgage company, said this is the slowest and hardest it's been for them since she started 10 years ago. We're in our mid-30s for context. Figured I'd ask here, as I don't know a lot about real estate, but I like perusing this subreddit to keep up on things. Is there something they know that I don't know? Are they dumb? Is there some secret they know about coming over the horizon? It's the natural career progression for anyone who was a DJ or club promoter in their 20s. They become realtors in their 30s. Low barrier of entry. All you have to do is be unemployed. It's an open secret. They're dumb. If they have kids or large fixed expenses, high mortgage, car payments, student loans, getting into real estate right now will be the worst mistake of their lives. I'm in commercial. Started 2 years ago. No debt to speak of, but pretty much working part-time, and my boss said this is the slowest it's been since he started in the early 2000s. That would include the great financial crisis. So, it's the next logical step when your MLM downline dries up. The barrier to entry is small and the potential payoff is big. All you need to do is buy a few books and pass a test to get your license, and you are ready to sell. They can do it as a side gig until it picks up. They all know that one guy who has been killing it for years. How these guys act as type A is a farce. Big hat, no cattle. I'm getting my license just to avoid having to shell out the buyer's agent fee for a purchase in the Bay Area. The time and cost of it is a fraction of the buyer's agent fee. I have a solid 9-5. I know a decent amount of agents, but also know two very prominent ones in the game. One was recently in Forbes. They are wealthy to say the least. The other is a local one. He does very well, but lives a very minimal life. The majority sell a house or assist some other real agent. They have an LLC to write off their luxury car. It's the new pyramid scheme. There is always a rush at the end of a cycle. This is the second time in my life I have considered retiring from work and being a slumlord. By the time I am ready to do that, I now know that the market is heading down, so I stay put. Most people don't have that hindsight, particularly younger people like Gen Z who did not have to live through no jobs, no lending, no hope recessions. So things like becoming a realtor will reach critical mass at about the same time there is massive decline for the need for realtors. Let's face it, from the surface it looks like an easy get-rich-quick job. Until it isn't. I think. And this would be the case for me if I were to become a realtor. It's just running out of career options. You can become a real estate agent on the side. I don't think you can rely on it as your main source of income. I think people are watching their wallets because of inflation and high interest rates. Forget all the other indicators. Shoeshine boy theorem and such. You know there's a bubble when your coworkers start quitting to do new way to make money fast. Full time. The smart people get in early. The dumb people get in too late because they saw how other people got rich. Becoming? Just now? Seems about the worst time to make that switch right now. Same reason certain people flock to become brand ambassadors for Herbalife, fitness teas and stuff. In some circles we just say lack of awareness. Your experience is anecdotal. As of June, over 60,000 real estate agents had left the profession in the last 6 months. People are actually fleeing the field for obvious reasons. This won't last. Commissions are under pressure. Entire industry is about to be flipped upside down. Horrible time to get into this. They idiots. And about 2 years too late to the party. All you needed was a license, a warm body, and quick forms, and you could have collected commission checks in 21 and the first half of 22. Did you wait to post this from 2 years ago? My shitty friends are all now working weird part-time jobs. I got my license because I was turning 30 and needed a change in trajectory. Could be as simple as age. Needing a career change. Some people just like to have the extra credential. My aunt randomly got her real estate license just to completely understand the process behind it. All even though she had a full-time, high-paying career at that point. The majority are probably just trying to get in on the action. In my opinion, so many have become real estate agents in the last few years though that there can't be much left and they'll end up fighting over scraps at this point. But hey, I don't actually work in the field, so maybe I am wrong. They all watched a few reality shows about real estate and figure it's an easy job. The book itself for the exam is 300 pages I think, and there are 150 with a 70 passing grade. This isn't rocket science, and being a real estate now is like being the new DJs. Now is the best time to enter when everyone else is leaving. It's going to be a grind for them. I'm a highly successful agent in DFW, and this year has been hard for a lot of people in the industry. Because it scales very well. The commissions can be huge. Unlimited upside potential. Work your own hours. Real estate opens you up to commissions, investments, flip opportunities, tax deductions, etc. After a couple decades you can retire from it and maintain an income. And it's not mentally challenging field. Barrier to entry is low. Success rate is even lower. Now is a horrible time to start. But if you're in your mid-30s and you've got a nice chunk of change saved up, you might not need some grunt office job and just looking for a side job. Personally, I feel like real estate agents will be replaced by AI in the near future. They just want something simple for a lot of money. Real estate agents don't even deserve the amount they're paid. Again, a computer can do it instead. There's a reason you see a big crossover in realtors and those who shill MLM nonsense. The appeal for each is the same. Those who can't teach. Those who can't even do that become agents. It's pretty easy to become a real estate agent. The work is not particularly difficult to do, it's just a bit tedious sometimes. It's not a great job, very feed or famine, and it's tough to weather downturns in the market and high interest rates. And there's lots of competition in many markets. When things are good, they can be really good. And when things are bad, well, you can always find a second job to get you through. On the other hand, if you are of a certain age and want to retire your regular 9-to-5 job but aren't ready to stop working entirely, it might be a good gig. They saw what their real estate agent friends made in the past few years. They're late to the train, but their ego won't let them back down. Like some of the prospective home buyers on here. They waited too long or were too young to get on the train. Peak real estate ended when ZIRP did. Timing is everything. Most agents are idiots. Low barrier to entry and a chimp could do their job. Some people get their license for their own investment purposes. Some do it as a side hustle. As others mentioned, it's an extremely low barrier to entry, so you don't have to decide to make a full career switch to go and get your license. I thought there are more registered realtors than actual homes for sale right now.